Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to WCTV's High School Football Game of the Week here in Williamson County. I am Paul Brees and Matt Hill here at Summit High School, where the undefeated Summit Spartans are taking on the 0-1 Loretto Mustangs. And Matt, we have a Summit High School team that's coming off a big win against the Clarksville Northwest team last week, 9-0, and gonna try to get some revenge on this Loretto team who defeated them last year 42-18. So
I think they're going to get it.
And this is going to be a possibility. Now, if you're just joining us, the first time to see a Summit High School game, we made a little history last year.
It was amazing. You know, there's something about their first win last week. You know, we saw their very first offensive play, and then or not even offensive play, first play football-wise, period, and they ran it back for a touchdown on the kickoff. It was amazing. I'm sure a lot of people are sitting out there at home and seen that play on YouTube. It's amazing. It's an awesome way to start the season for these guys last year, and, you know, it got even better this year to get their first win in school history.
Well, you're right. Exactly. Clarksville defeated the Clarksville Northwest team 9-0, had the shutout on the road. First home game here for the Spartans this year. And we're actually going to see him kick off instead of receive, and it is a short kickoff taken by the Loretto Mustangs. And
you got a little hole there.
Going to squeeze through was number 19. Zach Klinke, yeah. And here are the starters for the Loretto offense. Harris, Brown, Klinke. You saw Darnell, Brewer, Garner, Allen, Rawson, Wilson, Carter, Burks, and Jamison. And it is the Loretto Mustangs in the white uniforms. The road team. And a very good opponent for this still young Spartan football team from Summit High School. We're going to see a handoff here.
Big hole on that right side.
And he has got a little more room and a block.
He's got the angle.
And on the first offensive play, 37, Timothy Brown.
Yeah, that's not
goes 61 yards, Matt.
Yeah, that is not what you wanted. You were a Summit High Spartan here, you know. Great, you know, a lot of momentum probably. A lot of this crowd's excited out here. I'm getting to see their first win, and they come out. And Brown takes, you know, just a handoff, nice hole. Does a good job getting past those linebackers. Gets the angle, takes it all the way in.
So Loretto and the Mustangs hit pay dirt early and put them up 6-0 with the point pending. Low kick, but it's going to squeak through. So after 23 seconds of play here in this game, 7-0.
There you see the handoff. Nothing's fancy, just like a little three-hole play. Big hole, you know, some sloppy tackling. But nice running by Brown, and you see he's in the open field, and he's just trucking. Nobody's even anywhere near him, and he goes right in for the score. And
well, last year these two teams met on week one, and Loretto had come on top 42-18, and what was a one of the higher scoring offensive games for the Summit Spartans. Now really going to have their work cut out for them, Matt. Being down, wanted to control the game, the tempo here on their home field.
Yeah, and not only just being down, but they just gave up a 61-yard run. First play from scrimmage. And that's a little demoralizing for your defense, especially when you come off the shutout.
Well,
it's not out. That's not what I'm saying. But
no, but it is tough. I mean, you work hard last week. You go with the shutout against a good 5A. I mean, let me rephrase that. Not a great 5A school, but just a bigger school with a lot more depth. And now first play from scrimmage, and the Mustangs put it on the board, and
I believe this is the same young man, Philip Sherry, number 3 back, who ran the touchdown back when we were here last time.
Philip Sherry.
See if he can work his magic again.
Would love to answer. Not sure they're going to kick it to him.
No.
They may. I was waiting for the handoff.
They were.
And 15, Chase Austin, the sophomore. And there's a late flag. And I guess, Matt, after last week's game, we did down the road at Independence, we want to try to alleviate any type of flags and
no doubt.
turnovers. And
I think I gave him the kiss of death, and now you're bringing it up now. So I said something at halftime. Pretty clean game up into that
I
point.
think he did.
And now you're kicking it off. What are you doing, man? Come on.
It is early on. So we got a face mask. And that is going to be on was that on Summit?
Yeah, it looks like it's on Summit.
And there's the starters, D. Hunter, the quarterback, Gummo-Jack, D. Loretto, Wisdom, Shiner, Carr, Campbell, Merritt, Drew Merritt, Bell, Mobley, and Cox going to round out the front. And keep your eye on D. Hunter, the quarterback, and Anthony D. Loretto, the running back. Occasionally you'll see Philip Sherry out there as well, number 3. So they got some skilled people out there, Matt.
They definitely do. And guys that can handle the ball and they're dangerous in space.
And a great open field tackle, Matt. Corey Allen.
Not able to really, get any space there running the option.
Harris, Brown, Gerhardt, Darnell, Allen, Austell, Rawson, Kimbrell, Burks, Estes, and Green going to round out the defensive starters. And you saw Corey Allen, and it looks like with that kind of that option, that speed option going to happen, it's going to put a lot of pressure on that D end out there, Matt.
And it was played very well that last play. They're going to have to maybe work in some, fakes to the fullback, something, just try to slow him down a little bit. Now you see it right there, played extremely well.
Again, nothing at home, and that time the right D end.
Yeah, that was number 13.
Number 5, Devin Harris. And, yeah, Miles Burks, I think, was out there. But really keeping it simple, these first 2 offensive plays, maybe trying to set up something here on 3rd and 14.
Well, if you saw, it's not going to help them right here. But the middle looks a little soft. If they can run some triple option, they might be able to pick up 4 or 5 yards a pop on first down here the next couple of series if they're able to pick up the first down.
Well, Hunter in the shotgun formation. We'll see what kind of arm maybe he has. And he's going to flip it out to Sherry. And again, a nice tackle by Allen again, Corey Allen.
This Mustang defense has really been able to stretch that field. We talked about the skill players that Summit has, and they do have some team speed. And they've done a good job cleaning up that edge.
Well, and that seemed like you talked about being the key. Keep everything in front of you and just make the tackle. And now putting the Spartans in a 4th and 14 punt situation. And you have 2 men back for the Mustangs. And a high snap, plenty of time.
He's got
no rush on.
Yeah.
And a great kick.
Wow. Very lucky.
Absolutely. Nice job by number 11, Sean Wisdom, the punter. So going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the own 31, Matt.
That could have been disastrous right there. You're already down 7. Have something happen, the ball go over the punter's head. He did a good job of keeping the ball in front of him. Better job of not panicking, realizing there's no rush involved, picking the ball up and getting a really good punt off.
Rawson with the toss. And plenty of blockers out there, Matt.
And they're attacking that right side again. Picks up about 6, 7.
And Klinke going to be the running back. Here's the starters for defensively. Hughes, Gummo-Jack, Merritt, Anderson, John Gummo-Jack, Vassy, D. Loretto, Schenner, Austin, Carr, and Sherry. And again, Summit with just juniors, sophomores, and freshmen on the roster, still trying to develop that depth.
It's going to pay off here in the next year or so.
And a great tackle that time by a host of Spartans, led by 69, Alex Kim. Or check that, 59, Brian Terrell.
Ryan Terrell's a sophomore, and not the starter, but they're high on him. He gets a lot of playing time.
So 3rd and 5, a very important down here. And there's a handoff, and holy
they're going
mackerel.
to that right side again, wide open.
They really have pinched that D in, and he's really not containing out there right off that tackle.
And they don't have anybody else with them. I don't know if they're running some kind of stunt and expecting pass there, but they took advantage of that, and they're going to have that all day. They're going to have to do something to sure that right side up.
And Klinke again, and there's Lee Boyd, the coach for Loretto, trying to bounce back after a tough opening week 1 loss.
He's got to be happy with what he's seeing so far.
And it was to an East Hickman team that the Summit Spartans here are in the same district. So one of these common opponents, Loretto, actually, Matt, went to the playoffs for the first time in a while last year. Ended up with a 5-6 record. Opening round, first round loss, you gave him that losing record, but but you see here the Scott Kiesler, the head coach, just trying to rally the troops, find a solution to slow that running game down.
They're going to have to bring some safeties down. Some other guys in the box. One thing they're going to have to be careful of is they can't, just go off and key on that right side, because I imagine they're going to be able to do the same thing to the left. And I'd imagine we're about to see some play action, but we're not careful, so they're going to stack it up. So, talking to guys about staying home, reading your keys, and don't try to do anything outside of the defense.
1st and 10 after the big run by Klinke, and he's got to keep it on the ground.
Oh, wow.
And this time, not a bad tackle by Philip Sherry.
Looked like Anthony DiLoretto had a shot at bringing him down in the backfield, or at least for minimal gain, but not able to do it.
Timothy Brown on the carry.
Brown picking up nice yardage. We've seen him carry the ball a few times. He's a big man out there. Hard to bring down.
So 2nd and short here on opening quarter. 7 minutes and 3 seconds and counting. There's Klinke, and I tell you what, he's got a little gear in him when he gets around that corner.
Yeah, he does. And if you saw right there, DiLoretto was on the opposite side of the field. And last time he was playing the right, now he's playing the left. So it looks like they're flipping to the strength. And I don't know if DiLoretto was on some of those other big runs on the right side when they busted him. But that's what's happening. They're going to have to do something different, because right there you saw it again, wide open and coming around the edge.
Well, that time Corey Allen for the Mustangs, number 4. I think the lead blocker really got a chip on that. It was DiLoretto that time, and sprung Klinke open.
But you're right, he's got a little shake and bake there.
Well, don't look for the Mustangs to throw a lot, and maybe just to keep the Spartans off balance. I
don't think they're going to have to if this keeps happening.
Yeah, and I tell you look on the field, and we are a long way up here in the press box, but the guys up front are not small by any stretch of the imagination.
They got some big guys over there.
Yeah.
Which definitely doesn't hurt when you're running the ball like this.
Right up the gut.
Not quite as successful. Spartans do a good job of bottling up that interior of that line.
And that was Austell. So 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Not a bad, really can open up the playbook.
Yeah, whatever you want right here.
The keeper, and they did a nice job.
Looks like a number 11, Sean Wisdom.
Well, he punts it in bad situations, makes a nice tackle.
Wide receiver, D end, punter. That's an interesting trio of positions.
So going to bring up 3rd and 7. Went from 2nd and about 5 to 3rd and 7. And they
got it red right
got
here.
it. And
there, that looks like Loretto again. Not able to bring him down, but he's able to get some good penetration, slow down the runner, and allow the rest of his Spartan crew to come up and make a big play. Now you're kind of in no man's land here. Don't know what
we saw the extra point attempt and the kickoff. Kicking game is not really there.
I don't think you're going to punt it from here.
You got ball's on the 24. It'd probably be a 41-yarder. Not happening. So 4th and 15. We may see something like we saw at Independence last week. Just heave it up toward the end zone, and maybe good things will happen for the Mustangs. But we're going to have another timeout.
That play you're talking about ended up being our play of the week.
Absolutely.
You can check out on our YouTube page.
So a nice crowd here at Summit High School.
Definitely excited, probably energized after last week's win against Clarksville Northwest. We came out to see these guys try to go 2-0. Didn't really start out so well, but that was a big stop right there. Keep these guys, still got 4th down to go, but picking up 15 yards is going to be hard for this offense, the way they like to run the ball.
So an important 4th down attempt here as the Spartans need a stop desperately. And if you're going to look for a guy to cover defensively, Matt, I believe it's 83. Colby Staggs. 13, actually. And
wow.
It has been
great
knocked down.
Defensive play. Number 33, Chris Carr, the sophomore, 6'2", 175 pounds, big guy out there.
Miles Burks was the intended receiver.
You can see Carr does a really good job of seeing the ball in the air and going up and trying to take it away. Didn't try to get greedy and go for the interception. Not that he wouldn't have tried to take it, but he did a good job of getting on that ball and wrestling it away from the defender and putting it on the ground, or the offensive player.
So second opportunity for the offense of the Spartans. As Hunter back, going to keep it, looking to pitch. And that time,
got a little room.
Yeah. He got Corey Allen that time, Matt, to draw in, and finally got a good pitch.
Pick up about 4 yards. 2nd and 6. See some positive yardage happening. They're really attacking the edge. I mean, if you look at it, they're running the 3-4 defense. That's prime yardage for that fullback right up the middle of the triple option.
A big hit.
If he was able to bounce that out just a little bit more to the right, he had a big lane.
Jesse Estes met the carrier. Now it's 3rd and 6. You've worked the edge. You try to catch that fullback right there, and
I think it's time.
Again, the I formation. There's the quick hitter, and you named it, Matt.
That is it.
And he's going to break it.
He's still going. Hey,
John Gomeljack, the fullback.
Nice run by that young man.
And you called it. You said, give it to the big fella.
2'5". He's 6', 210. That's a big man for running. Nice job covering up that ball, getting through traffic, picking up the 1st down. Once he realized he had some open field, he just kept right on going, runs through a nice arm tackle there. Takes a couple of guys to bring him down, and that's going to put Summit in nice position here inside the 25. And they go right back to, and that's not him. That's number 28, Mitchell Murray. Nice run by Murray.
Well, that's
Excuse me, that's
Cade Vesey,
number 26.
Still
Not quite as big. 5'9", 185. sophomore, but does a nice job of picking up 5 yards.
Well, you talked about that 3-4, Matt. The nose guard for Loretto looks a little undersized. Yeah.
Well, and you know, once you start attacking this and picking that middle, it's going to make that edge a whole lot softer. Just like right there. D. Hunter does a good job of faking the triple out right in the middle. Bounces outside, makes a couple nice moves, picks up a Spartan first down. Oh, it looks to be a little ginger. He's calling for somebody to come in. This will be interesting. D. Hunter's coming out.
We'll see if.
Well, it looked like he was. Maybe not.
And Coach Kiesler may want to call a timeout.
So get back in there, son.
No.
You're not done yet. I think we're going to see a handoff here.
Yeah, 1st and 10. Yeah, I don't think Hunter may not keep this one.
It's all a ploy.
And Loretto with
he got
nowhere to be had.
And that is number 20.
Blake Gerhardt.
Well read by Gerhardt. And I think, you know, everybody saw Hunter just kind of limping around. Didn't think that anything was coming on the outside. Gerhardt does a good job of rifling right through that line and bringing down Loretto.
So 2nd and 10 from the 14 after no gain by Loretto. On Hunter.
Not sure if that was a
read
play.
Maybe a read. He pulled it out.
It looked like a read, but it looked like almost he was behind the I'm not sure what was happening there. Nonetheless, he picked up a couple yards.
Well, 3rd and 8. Let's see what Coach.
12-yard line. What do you do if you don't pick this up here, Paul?
Well, you scored 9 points last week. You had trouble scoring all year last year. I mean, if you can
get close, I think you go for it.
Yeah.
Get it within 3 yards.
Here's going to be the rollout.
Oh, I like this.
And he's wide open. Touchdown.
Nice pass by Hunter. And I really like the fact that they did the rollout. Well, that's number 15. Chase Austin. Another sophomore. A lot of young guys out here. A lot of young talent waiting to emerge. That was well read by Hunter. I like his presence out there. Good job. Little swinging gate action.
You love it.
Just make him prepare for one more thing, and even if you never use it.
And that is going to.
We're knotted up at 7.
Well, if we have a take a look at it.
I really love a bootleg down here when you're in the red zone. Especially when you got an athletic guy like Hunter, who can not just throw the ball, he can tuck it if he needs to.
And that he rolled away from his throwing.
Yep, and he really had a good pass. You know, there you see him rolling away wide open. Doesn't try to run it. He sees Austin in the end zone. He's rolling to his left and throws back across to the middle, towards the middle of the field. Excellent pass. Good catch by Austin. Found a nice hole in that zone and just sat and squatted right there in the end zone. Good catch, touchdown, tie it up.
Well, I tell you what, the Spartans avoided disaster on that second offensive series. Held them and made them go 4th down conversion, knocked down the pass, picked up a big long run by John Gomeljack.
Yeah.
And that set up the touchdown pass. Hunter to Chase Austin.
And really, you know, it all started with that 3rd down stop. Well, Loretto didn't make the tackle, but he definitely started that play, got back there and disrupted everything. Big play on 4th down, and then Gomeljack pops the big run. They needed something to kind of switch momentum. Because really the Mustangs were moving the ball kind of at will, even though they weren't able to score, they were moving it. Big third down play.
And Anders going to kick it off. Short. Going to be fielded by the Mustangs. And he's got it.
Oh, he's got the edge.
And can he outrun the kicker?
He's got him.
Anders, and that is heartbreak. And there are no flags.
And that's number 23, Dalton Neese.
And that could be the worst possible thing that could happen for the Spartans. You answer the bell. And like the old school bully, you just take it back from him.
Yeah, that was brutal. I mean, you know, when you get some of those short kicks and things can happen like that, you know, you got a really young team. Special teams in an area where sometimes you got a lot of young guys playing or don't play in a lot of other positions, and that's some bad things. Oh, wow.
That could be huge. So hits the left upright.
Yeah, that was not pretty. That's number 80, Nick Green. He is 6'4", 250 pounds. And that is the biggest kicker I've ever seen in my life.
Well, and he's the lead blocker right here.
Yeah, and you can see why. And just right there, it's off to the races. You know, he does a good job of finding that wedge, taking it up, bouncing it out to the sideline, and there's nobody there. You know, just guys weren't in their lanes, and things like that happen early on in the season, especially when you got a bunch of young guys. And it can be devastating. It's early on. 1:11 remaining here in the first quarter, but I think that's going to really help them out, that missed extra point. Kind of cuts a little bit into that momentum that they had.
Talking about a 6'4", 240, 50 kicker. He's using the wrong part of his foot, probably. We call it toe balling.
Toe balling?
And he's probably not. It's like the old hitting the top of the head kicker in the old toy thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to pop the head and it.
You are showing your age now. So.
I know, man. Those were the good old days. We didn't even know what an Xbox was. Atari, on the other hand.
Atari. Pong, which was not Atari. What was?
No.
Well, it had it, but there was something before that, though, that Pong was on.
Now you're dating yourself.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, whatever. No, it's actually in the Uncle John bathroom reader.
And so Green going to kick it off, and wouldn't be surprised if they can get it to Philip Sherry. He's going to have to really scoot up. But they have decided, you know what? We're going to play it safe and just kick it out of bounds.
So we'll go 35. Which I think probably is not that bad when you're kicking like that.
Especially after you have seen what just took place with you scoring on a short kickoff, knowing that Green can't kick it very far.
Yeah.
So first and 10.
Green's lining up at defensive end. That's not what you see right now. He's the triple threat.
You know, you got a lot of speed out here at the wideouts, Matt, and they're in one-on-one. The safety's going to have to, for Loretto, really having to play the run.
Oh, nice job by Hunter.
Hunter.
Oh, nice. He might have it. No, not quite. Devin Harris stays back there and stops Hunter from taking it all the way. But you got to like that. You called it. They're in single coverage out there, isolated on the outside, and they go away from it. They run a triple option to the weak side. Hunter able to bounce it outside and is just gone. And you can see how much they're respecting now that middle of the handoff to the fullback after they've just got gashed. That defensive end just slanted inside. No one was there. Hunter didn't even have to think about the pitch, man. He was gone.
First and 10 after the big run. The Spartans set up their offense at the Mustangs 30. 1 minute, 1 second here left, and only in the first quarter. And that is going to be a delay of game. And Matt, that's just concerning. D. Hunter ran out of bounds. They had to move the yardage sticks almost like 40 yards down the field.
Yeah.
You still couldn't get the play in and get it off. Got to be a little concerning.
And you know, when a lot of the stuff comes in from the sideline, that's not so much the kids' fault sometimes. You know, that's some on the coaches. They've got to get that stuff called.
Well, you're probably
Hunter coming out of the huddle.
Right, you're probably thinking, hey, my next call is a 2nd and 5, maybe a 2nd and 4.
Yeah.
Now he's got a 1st and 10 down there at the. And Loretto gets tripped up.
You know, as offensive coordinator, though, you got to realize what's happening there. And you know those guys, they've got their little clipboard and they've got their paper, and they say, okay, in this situation, I'm doing this, this, or this. And they got to be ready to go. That just kind of steals that momentum right from those kids.
After the carry, 2nd and 12. They're probably going to have one more play before the quarter is going to come to a close.
I'd like to see some play action here.
Well,
not going to happen.
No, 2nd and 12. Go back to the fullback.
Looking at about 3rd and 8.
Dolmajack. And that is probably going to wrap up the first quarter. As Coach Kiesler is probably going to let it wind down.
Then we got 3 Gomeljacks in this team. We got Josh, John, and Jacob. Triple J.
Well, after one, here at Summit High School, the Loretto Mustangs 13 and the Summit Spartans 7. And Matt,
liking what I'm seeing so far.
You know what?
Couple of mistakes, but you know it's been a good game.
Yeah.
A little back and forth action.
You know, some fans like a defensive struggle. We like a lot of scoring.
Light it up, baby.
Yeah. Coaches love the D. Fans like the O. And we've seen 2 big plays by Loretto and then a nice drive by the Spartans. And that has been the difference. The long run by the
interesting kicking game plays.
Yeah.
That's really been
the long run by the Mustangs for the score, the answer, and then the kickoff return by Loretto is the difference. And the missed extra point, which you think is going to be a big part of probably the final equation of this thing.
Easily, if you know, neither one of these defenses is really looking like it. Early on, it looked like the Mustangs had the Spartans' number, but they seem to have figured it out a little bit, able to move. Both these offenses are looking pretty good right now compared to these defenses. 3rd and 9, though. This is a big play coming off the penalty.
Yeah, and you've seen Hunter only throw it one time. And that
albeit for a touchdown.
No, I'm sorry. You saw him throw it 2 times.
Oh.
You're right. And here's the rollout again to the weak side of his throwing arm. He lays it up and just short.
He had his man.
And that is his man, Philip Sherry.
No, that's everybody's man. You better be covering him.
And unfortunately, he was pretty open.
Yeah. Again, rolling to the same side as they did on the touchdown pass. Probably very similar play. And instead of coming back inside with the ball, he goes outside. Sherry's open. Gets a little bit of pressure there. You didn't really quite see it from that angle. But nobody was really in his face. Kind of rushed it a little bit, but
didn't set his feet. It didn't look like, man.
Exactly. 4th and 9.
Coach Boyd a little nervous over there. He had a 4th and long and threw it toward the end zone. And we will see what D. Hunter does. It's going to be a reverse.
Oh,
he didn't get a block. He did not get a block from 56, Matt.
That was Ben Mobley. If Ben gets that guy, it's to the house.
You got to give.
That's a rough position to put Mobley in, though. You know.
You got to give him credit because he knew he couldn't touch him.
Yeah.
He was going to be hitting him right in the back, and a great play by 13 by the Mustangs, and that is Miles Burks, who I believe was the young man on the intended pass earlier that they tried to go for it on 4th down. We'll see if Loretto starts.
Like a pretty athletic guy. That's a big task to block him in the open field. There's your man right there.
I tell you what, Klinke, he just hits the hole and he hits it going.
And you see him moving laterally, but he doesn't seem to slow down forward at the same time.
Well, a big pickup of 8. And now a pass. And there's big 13. And I believe that's going to be Miles Burks. And Burks picks up the first down. Nice pass by 16. Matt Rawson. So that is going to put the Mustangs in the Spartans territory.
They're moving again. Need someone for the Spartans to make a play here.
Wow.
Klinke
Klinke is gone.
Wow. I thought he was dead to the right.
And there is a flag on the field. And you know what happens, Matt? You got a running back that dances a lot back there. You get yourself as a blocker in bad situations. So,
cool, man, but I let that guy dance. Man, he's looking nice. And you can see the Spartan players saying it is definitely on the Mustangs.
And that is holding.
And they needed that. You don't want to go down by 2 scores. And you can see Klinke here just, look at him just dancing around and just accelerates past the defenders into the end zone. He's a nice little weapon there.
Well, Chase Hunter was slow to come off the field for the Spartans. And now we are going to have a timeout by the Summit Spartans. So 10:31 here in the second quarter. The Loretto Mustangs lead the Spartans 13-7. Paul Brees and Matt Hill, week number 1 here at Summit High School.
It's been a good one so far.
If you like offense, this is not a bad place to be. We have a great battle down the road, Matt. Independence and Page are playing, and Independence and Page both on the losing effort last week. And one of these teams is going to get off to win number 1.
The other one, 0-2, which is not where they want to be.
No.
Especially if you're Independence, who's got big plans for this season.
Yeah.
High expectations. Got a lot of new faces out there, and I think, not that they don't have a good team, because they do, but just, when you got a lot of new guys, kind of takes a little while to get gelled together.
1st and 8 after the timeout. And a pass, the slant, and a nice catch for number 5. I believe it's Harris.
Devin Harris. That's a nice job by Rawson.
And D. Hunter on the tackle. So it's going to be that, 1st and 10.
Mustangs were going to be able to sling it like this, but they were really doing a nice job. Had a whole nother dimension of this offense, and that's going to be something that the Spartans are going to have to adjust to.
Well, it's twice they've thrown the slant pattern, and that's really going to draw those linebackers out a little bit. Hopefully go off tackle off the sweep. And Klinke.
Not happening this time.
Yeah, but he is, you better stay low because you got to find him.
Yeah. Looks like Loretto again. He's been all over the field tonight. 2nd and 6.
And you're talking about a Loretto team, Matt. No kicking game, so it's going to be one of those 4 to score.
4 and out.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, Loretto gets sucked inside.
Oh,
Hunter.
yeah,
Oh,
that's going to be a
they're gonna call
face
him a
mask
face
by
mask.
Hunter. Really, I think Klinke was just going to run out of bounds.
It looked like it.
But you talked about Loretto. Really got sucked in on that play.
We saw earlier in the game, it started off, they were really hitting some things outside, and that right there was about another one. If Hunter's not there to run him out of bounds, he's definitely going to be gone, but then Hunter makes the fatal error here at the end. You know, it looks like didn't see him get the face, but I saw him hit the back of the head, and there no contact to that helmet in any way, basically.
Well, only 5 yards. So 2nd and 2 after the face mask penalty. 9:28 here in the second quarter here in our WCTV Game of the Week. A good quick hitter for the first down, I believe, Matt.
Yeah, I like the play call.
Corey Allen.
Short yardage. Pick it up. You know, you're down here inside. You get yourself inside the 20. You don't mess around. Just pick up that first down. Give yourself 4 more.
Whoops, busted play.
Oh.
And Rawson, all he has to do is get down.
Smart move. You don't want to make a bad play even worse. And that's just what this Spartan defense needed. It looked like about a 6-yard loss. Rawson, you see, he realizes he has nowhere to go with the ball. Just go down. Smart move.
Loss of 5, going to bring it 2nd and 15 back to the 24. And again,
fast-paced game so far.
Yeah.
8:30 remaining in the second quarter.
Logical thinking, Matt. The Mustangs are probably going to go for it on 4th down if they have an opportunity.
And, you know, they did it with what, 4th and was it 16? 4th and 15?
Well, and that
so
is,
if they don't pick anything up here, I'd say they're going to as well.
that is going to be Loretto's 3rd and final timeout with 8:14 in the second quarter. And
wow. Total
confusion. Or either the Mustangs just don't want to mess this play up.
So they don't want to put themselves in any worse situation.
That's true. Yeah, we talked about Independence and Page. Brentwood is at Smyrna. Always a tough rivalry when you go to a Rutherford County school, as we saw last week with Blackman and Independence. Centennial opening up against the Overton Bobcats. And then Fairview, your team, Matt, took it on the chin last week.
I know, man. I know.
And they really have hit the injury bug, been faced with it, and they're going to have to try to bounce back this week against the same team that Summit played last week, the Clarksville Northwest Eagles.
I had to put up my Yellow Jackets hat.
And Ravenwood is opening up today as well against BGA.
That should be a good matchup.
2nd and 15.
Oh,
and
a lot of
wow, off
there.
tackle, Matt. And he is going to keep going down the
My
sideline
Lord.
and runs over Philip Sherry down to about the 1.5.
Man, you're looking at 2nd and 15. I think that's why you take that timeout, I guess. Man alive. There's just a huge, massive hole on the outside there.
You've got to have some sure tacklers.
Yeah, and he runs through an arm tackle and then just powers over Sherry to get close to the end zone.
Well, this Loretto team was just manhandled physically by East Hickman last week, 26-7. Really just couldn't get it on track offensively, scored late. And they are showing a lot of signs here as untouched goes number 4, Corey Allen, for the score. And send in the big fella, Matt. Here he comes. You may want to give us some heads up on Tony Jamison for the Loretto Mustangs.
I think he's 6. It says he's 6'4", 450. That's what it says.
Well, they again going to go for 2, and Jamison at right tackle. Right tackle. And they are going right behind him.
He's still moving.
He moved number 75, Matt.
Yeah, that's Jacob Gomlachek. And that was one heck of a hole created there.
And we saw him walking in, and the coaches definitely know that hole was created by Tony Jamison.
And there you see Jamison just plowing right into the end zone. Gomlachek, to his credit, not going down.
No. I
don't think he wanted to be on the ground there.
Well, Jamison, he just reminds me of the movie Wildcats.
Oh, man.
You remember that movie?
Yes, I do remember that movie.
I can't remember what that
Goldie Hawn?
No, yeah, absolutely.
No,
Goldie Hawn, the female coach.
Yes. Good movie.
It is a good movie.
We're dating ourselves again.
Absolutely. I know the parents that are going to watch their kids on this game are going to realize that Wildcats was a pretty good movie. What if it's available?
Wildcats? What?
What if it's available at Redbox?
I'm sure it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Not on the not on the demand Netflix.
No, absolutely not.
You can't find anything on there.
8:03 in the second quarter. And the Loretto Mustangs up 21-7. Last year, 42-18, Matt. And you're the math teacher. That's a lot of points. And we're on track for the same type of amount. And let's see if.
Let it go.
Yep. That's like your sand wedge.
That's like my driver.
I'm going to scoot out of bounds, and the Mustangs said, we'll rather you go 65 again.
Plus, my clubs are like 15 years old, so I'm sure they're a little dated. They haven't been used in about 5 years, though.
Well, you know what? Coach Kiesel's going to make him kick it again, I think.
Why not? Back it up and then take it.
Back him up, take it again. We'll see how long this takes.
Hey, you got to think time to start scooting those guys up a little bit.
There they go. Now we're going to
boom it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Nick Green.
I'll tell you, Green's going to kick it a lot better than how I would kick it. I can promise you that.
So the Mustangs finally. And he does get unfortunately, line drive right to Sherry. He's got to catch him.
Oh, I thought it was a hand to the face
there
for
too.
A second. Wasn't there long. And I got to say that I'm glad it wasn't thrown. Because that wasn't worthy of one.
Well, they picked up probably 2 extra yards.
We'll take it.
By declining the first penalty and making them kick it again.
Momentum carries Sherry to the 39-yard line. Will be first down and 10
to the
for Spartans.
39. Not the 61.
And there's Loretto finally looking like he's running downhill.
I hadn't seen him in a series or two. That was a nice job. That's actually John Gomlachek. 2-5. Every time he's touched the ball, he's been put themselves either in a good situation here. He's second and short 4. You got to like the play call there. Get upfield, Hunter.
There you go. Stretch it across for a first down for the Spartans.
Yeah, I thought he was going to start dancing there a little bit. And he's got, talk about some of these Mustang players able to do that. Hunter's definitely got it, but he does a good job of powering through some arm tackle, picks up a first down. That was a nice, hard running by that young man.
First down, Spartans.
Getting a little talking to by the referee there.
So going to bring up 1st and 10 just across midfield as the Spartans. Ooh.
Oh, big hit at the end of that.
Number 26, Cade
Hey,
Bexley on the carry.
the kicker, Nick Green came up. I think you cleaned that up for Loretto.
Yeah, he was not playing like a kicker there. 4-yard pickup, second down. 6:31 remaining. Spartans trying to drive it to make a one-score game. I'd like to see him on one of these early downs and not third down, try to stretch this field some.
Well, he is
not sideways.
Hunter is in trouble, but comes back and escapes to get it back to the original line of scrimmage.
It was a good job to get back there. I think on 1st and second down, I think they need to go vertical down that sideline.
Half-yard carry.
Little play action QB waggle.
So 3rd and 6. Matt. 5:42 and counting here in the second quarter.
Big down. And I like that play call right there. Give it to the big man.
Is that Gomeljack?
Gomeljack, the junior, powers through.
Official timeout. We're going to have a measurement.
Oh,
wow.
They got that. They're going to measure that?
It's not even.
We needed a clock stoppage.
While they measure it, we do mention that Franklin is at Hendersonville. And who am I missing? Who have we not talked about?
We got Fairview, Franklin, Independence. We hit Centennial. Hit Page.
Brentwood.
Brentwood.
Summit.
Yeah,
We're here. I think we hit them all. Well, a big first down.
Huge first down. You got to like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a green Nissan
this
license plate 832 QJS, your lights are on.
This team's shown the ability to move the ball. Mustangs have not been able to stop them. They've really stopped themselves. Right back to Gomeljack. I like it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Uh-oh. Gomeljack
might be broke now. I hope he's
limping off the
hope
field.
He's all right. I mean, that's
Carry goes for 4. It'll bring up second down and 6.
plays both ways.
And really been the most effective runner so far.
Definitely.
In the second quarter.
And his running up the middle opened up the outside.
Loretto back now.
Oh, we got a false start.
That's going to be on 26, Cade Vassie, the fullback.
Oh, that's going to bring him all the way back.
Went from 2nd and 6, now it's 2nd and 11.
Illegal procedure is the call against the Spartans. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Second down and 11.
2nd and 11. Thinking, I'm not throwing it here. I don't know. They've been able to run the ball pretty well through the tackles. I know that Gomeljack's out. But I think you're going to be expecting to throw the ball. So here it comes.
There's your waggle.
They need to do that waggle on first down, not in 2nd and long.
Number
Hunter's pass intended. Wisdom.
We see Hunter just from the get-go got pressure right in his face. Does a good job just to get rid of that ball. Had a man open on the outside, but not much blocking up front. So what I don't like about that play brings up, you know, it's all or nothing. You know, second down, you run the ball, pick up 6. You're looking a lot better on third down.
Well, 3rd and 11, and sometimes coaches try to outsmart themselves sometimes, Matt.
Yeah.
Well, he's sure passing down and probably going to be a run here. And Loretto going to pick up the 6 that you wanted last play.
Yeah, and you know, they may be thinking, though, they're going to go for it on 4th down. And so it might not be a bad option if that's what's happening. And it looks like they're staying on the field to do it. But you do that twice, you got first down. Or 4th and short.
Well, we do have 4th and 4, 4th and 5, hard count maybe. Try to draw them off sides.
I like what they did last week. I'm trying to remember what team it was. They came up, hard count, backed off, came back up, ran another play. I like that. Oh, Hunter, get upfield, baby.
Oh, and he's,
nice.
A shoestring away.
So close. I'm liking what I'm seeing from D. Hunter here. Hunter does a good job of being patient, running through the play. Does a great job of running through a couple of tackles and was almost gone. Hunter only a sophomore, big guy, 6 foot, 180 pounds. Thick legs, hard to bring down.
Well, there's Gomeljek. He's
back in the game. Glad to see that.
Yeah.
And even right there, it didn't pick up huge yardage, but you're looking at 2nd and 7.
You know, there's
not a bad pickup.
Yeah, and there's certain guys, Matt, that you don't want to see go down. And Gomeljek and D. Hunter,
I think they're the top of this Spartan list.
They are 2 that have come up a little gimpy, and they've recovered nicely.
Oh, I like that.
Wow, and there it's going to be a score. D. Hunter.
Great play. You got to love it. Fake to the fullback, following right back up in the hole. That's a great play call. I love that play. Made famous by Navy. Nobody runs the option better than Navy. Maybe Air Force.
So this is a very important point after the 2-point conversion by Loretto. Oh.
And he's got it.
Asher.
2:27 remaining here in the second quarter. 1-score game.
Anders with the extra point, and Matt with.
I love it right here. You don't see the beginning of it, but they fake the hand off to Gomeljek, and he's been teeing off on him. So you see the linebackers flow back across to Gomeljek. Hunter kind of just hesitates for just a minute, bounces it back right behind him, and he's gone. It's a great play, great design. It's set up perfectly by this coaching staff and run excellently by that offensive line and D. Hunter.
Well, you got to wonder now what the Spartans will do on the kickoff after the return already for a touchdown.
I think they need to try to kick it high. They're not kicking it as far. Get that ball high in the air, get that coverage team some time to get down there. Because I think they have last time it didn't go far, and it was a line drive. So even though it didn't go far, the ball got to him very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And just that wedge set up so fast, he was gone.
You're going to get a Spring Hill location only free dinner at O'Charlie's over that touchdown for D. Hunter.
Well, this is a new kicker, Matt. Colin Hensel.
Oh, the ball on the ground? Nope.
And that's probably the reason why he was in kicking.
The onside kick is
It's
recovered.
Hensel, only the freshman.
And that was 80. Again, Mr.
Nick Green falls on the
Connor Green.
Connor Green. Nick
Kicker.
Green. Nick Green.
Or is it? Or Nick Green.
Nick Green all over the place. And he was really the only Mustang over there. Does a good job staying at home and understanding what's happening. Comes up with the ball. But the downside to this,
Yeah.
got a really short field.
Short field, 2 minutes offense here.
Flag on the
And a
play.
flag on the play, you're right.
Wonder if we got a man in the neutral zone. I didn't see if it was lined up. Wrong for the offense. There we got a helmet off.
Carry goes up the middle. The tackle attempted at the 50-yard line. Number 53, Daniel Anderson makes the play. There is a flag on the play. Illegal shift is the call.
Very interesting.
We had two guys moving. I didn't see that. Or someone moving towards the line of scrimmage. Plays declined.
The illegal shift call is
Well,
declined.
I like it.
The game goes for
I don't think that happens. I do like that. I do like that when they decline it.
Well,
Oh, no, it's first down. Never mind.
They gained positive yardage. It's second and 9.
Yeah,
Second and 8.
I like it. I do think you got 8 yards to go. You can, I don't know. I think
First-
too often they do hook them up. I don't know.
Well, we're going to find out if it was a good call or not. So,
I think a lot of times coach take it just because it's the penalty. I understand what you're saying, but here we got third down. Although this is a team that will go for it on fourth down, so I can see what you're saying there. If this is a team that here on 3rd and 6 wasn't going to go for it, I like that play call. But I see what you're saying here. This team would go for it on fourth down. So even here, if they stuff them, they're going to go for it again.
well, after 2 runs by Klinke, we got 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs. Shotgun. Oh, my.
Wide open. Oh, and 2 missed tackles as well to add insult to injury. And that's Devin Harris. Sherry comes in to clean it up and stops the touchdown from happening. But it looks like also from the get-go, we had a Spartan a little bit confused. He came free and had an option to drive Rosso, and he just decided to run right into the blocking back. But
Well, the
120.
Clock, yeah, the clock's going to run, and Klinke just. That's a nice job. Now, see here, Matt, Loretto out of timeouts.
Yep.
They
Clock is moving.
The clock is moving, and with a non-existent presence of a field goal kicker,
Yeah.
you really put yourself in a situation.
I think you're going to have to throw here.
Oh, absolutely. And they may have too many people on the field right now. They ran him on late. Oh, the inside counter, Matt.
Oh man, you gotta tackle.
Tackle him. And he is in for the score.
Man, 37 seconds left. Pops it in, man alive. That's not what you want to see happen to the Spartans.
Timothy Brown, the 14-yard touchdown scamper, Matt.
I don't think anybody was thinking that they were about to hand it off up the gut.
Not with the clock running as fast
No.
and out of timeouts, and you knew it had to be kind of a ready situation.
Yeah.
And now, Matt, do you go for 2? I mean, you're going to go Nick Green.
And Green made the first one, and the second one he hit the upright. It wasn't like it was all over the place.
Well, here they go.
Yeah, they're going for 2 now.
And
I'm surprised Green's coming off. He looks like a masher out there.
unfortunately, Tony Jameson's got the right tackle.
I'll be like,
They better hurry up
Yeah,
and run the offense on. They're going to lose that 5 yards
they are.
on a delay of game. And surely they only have one 2-point conversion play.
You'd
Run
think
behind
so.
54.
Run by 5-4. But guys, I'm sorry, but they're about to score here.
Yeah. Well, he's going to try to stretch it. And he clears
Walks
it.
in.
Rawson. So up by 15. Now really puts the Spartans in a hole, Matt.
Yeah, and you
They've
think
got to
about
go
that-
for 2 at least once.
Think about that onside kick
And that was another.
with a minute 30 something remaining. Was it 2 minutes?
It was about
2:30 something?
Yeah, just a little less than 2:30.
And there's the big touchdown run. And you see 1, 2, and you got to wrap those guys up. And they didn't pick up a whole lot more there, but obviously they didn't have to pick up much. You just had to get in the end zone. But you got to bring those guys down. We've seen a lot of arm tackles tonight from both sides of this ball. Whenever that happened back when I was playing, we ended up doing a little shotgun alley the next day. Enjoy, gentlemen, if that's your fate. And then we're going to see the 2-point conversion, and there's Rossi does a good job getting to the edge. They've done a good job stretching the ball tonight. And everybody thought that they were about to run behind 5-4.
Well, I think they were even missing a running back there. I don't even know if Klinke was even out there.
I don't think I let Klinke leave the field. Well, on the opposite side of the ball, Summit does have 2 of their timeouts. So if they can get, the ball goes out of bounds at 35, pick up a big play, maybe take a couple shots to the end zone. Special teams tonight kind of been the bane of their existence.
Mm-hmm.
Failed onside kick. And then the run back for a touchdown. That's 15 of their points right there. Oh, you got to get on that.
Well, he's going to pick it up. It's 26.
Cade Vassey, sophomore.
Well, 34 seconds, Matt. It's been a lot of scoring, 43 points. But even more importantly, the Charlie's roll leadoff setting up in front of us, Matt. I don't know if you got your name in the drawing.
I'll see you in just a minute, guys.
I don't know what's on the line, but when you got a basket of rolls and 3 high school kids involved.
If there's butter, I'm there.
First and 10, we'll see if, one block.
Get out of bounds.
Yeah, he took, and that.
That could be, I look like they kind of threw him down there at the end.
And Rawson, the quarterback, now playing deep back, helps him up.
Pats him on the head. That's interesting, you're using the timeout when you run out of bounds, but they're going to take it. How many rolls do you think you got in one of those baskets there, Paul?
Well, I don't know, probably 6, 7. It's a tough to see. But even more importantly, the funny part of the whole thing is you got to try to keep the elementary school kids from reaching up there and grabbing one as they're walking by.
If it was a baked potato soup eating contest, my wife would win.
Oh.
Throws down. I don't like it there, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I see that.
Finch
the
doing some nice moves. Not shaking his man. Play a little D.
Yeah, such a big space. You never want your kids to play tackle football in concrete.
I think those rug burns hurt.
Yeah. So 2nd and 4, only 20 seconds left. D. Loretto, and that's going to be a flag, and D. Hunter is in trouble.
Number 4, D. Hunter dropped at the 44-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Tackle made by number 13, Miles Burks.
It's like we have another legal procedure. Relatively flag-free until here recently. But, get a little bit hurried.
I think you said that
Trying to
last
speed things
time.
up. No,
last
I
week,
said
week
it,
zero.
though, after. I said it after it happened. I waited for the flags to start flying.
Well, the play's accepted. One of your favorite calls. Decline. Third and 4. Clock's going to run. We'll see if D. Hunter is going to run the clock out. He's going to boot it out. Throw it up top. And Sherry, nowhere he stopped.
Wasn't looking.
And the clock keeper, the home clock keeper, stops it with
0.5 left.
4th down. And
another shot.
Coach.
Kneel it.
Well, yeah, you got to go for it.
Sherry, if he had his head on a swivel there.
And still, Matt, the interesting thing is he was one-on-one back there.
Yeah.
Knowing that they were probably going to throw it, even too deep.
The leading contest table. Kyle Charlie's is set up right at midfield here on the track. Get ready for your halftime entertainment.
Well, half a second. And Hunter fakes the toss. And probably the smart move not to pitch it.
Yeah, I agree.
Keep it. Don't fumble it. Don't turn it over.
Just run it out.
And so we are going to head to the house here after one half of play here at Summit High School here on week 1. First home game for the Spartans. It's halftime. The Loretto Mustangs 29 and the Summit Spartans 14. And we will be back with second half action after Pets of the Week.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stick around.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our WCTV Game of the Week here at Summit High School. Paul Brees and Matt Hill bringing you the live action as the Loretto Mustangs have jumped ahead of the home team Summit Spartans. 29-14, Matt. And it was a fast start for the Mustangs and the Summit Spartans have to play a little catch-up.
Yeah, they are. And it was even, you said, talk about the fast start, there was a faster end to that second quarter. Summit came back, put them within 1 score, and then with about 2 minutes remaining, tried to go for the onside kick, unsuccessful. Mustangs get the ball back and immediately drive down the field, leaving about less than a minute on the clock, go up 2 scores. But been a very exciting game. Summit down 2 scores here, but they're getting the ball back. They've been able to move the ball. They've been able to put the ball in the end zone. If they're able to drive down here, put some points on the board, they're right where they want to be.
Well, high above Summit High School. We're just glad that we had a little rain cloud earlier. We were a little worried.
Driving over here, we got a couple of little wet. Had to turn on the wipers for a second.
Not sure what the name of the hurricane that's apparently going to hit land coming up, but
as long as it doesn't hit here, I'm all right.
So here we go as the Spartans going to get a chance to receive it. Philip Sherry, the deep back. And
not very deep, though.
Nick Green, the kicker. And that has been the kickoff of choice today. And tripped up.
A little low there.
Was Cade Vassie. Going to bring it up to the 40. Yeah. So in the first half, Matt, the offense was a lot of option, with a wrinkle of some bootlegs, and gave Hunter a chance to throw the ball.
Hunter's looked good, but really what's looked good is a little triple option up the gut. The John Gomeljack. Worried for a second he wasn't going to be back in the game, but you see him lined up there. And everything else is kind of fed right off that.
Well, there's a little counter D. Loretto.
Nice pickup on first down.
And a positive gain.
And that's where Summit has been the best, when they pick up a few yards on first down, but when they've struggled, it's been penalties more than anything.
So 2nd and 5 from the 44. Spartans down 2 scores. And Hunter, Loretto, try to get out there, and a great combo tackle as number 4, Corey Allen, holds him up. And 37, Brown
cleans it up. And there you see, Loretto just has nowhere to go. Well played by that Mustang defense. 3rd and about 7. we've seen them pick up bigger, but not where you want to be on third down, especially coming out of the halftime.
Yeah, well, you had 2nd and 5, and you try to stretch it. Now you're 3rd and 7.
And I mean, it's worked tonight, so I don't think it's a bad call, but just didn't work right there. And that's the play that's really worked. But just could not bounce it out all the way.
Yeah, Loretto missed the block, it looks like.
Yep.
And Hunter got clogged up. Now 4th and about 3. And Coach Kessler's going to go ahead and looks like going to punt it away. And we saw it earlier, Matt, the high snap. They really didn't. Loretto didn't bring any pressure, so I had time to.
I'd expect this. Well, I say that. You would think after the high snap last time they're going to bring something. At least a couple of guys.
Well, they only have 3. Looks like they're.
Yeah, they're not.
And there's the fake. The throwback to the kicker.
Oh, wow.
And it is incomplete.
It was set up. Probably would have picked up the first down, but not able to reel the ball in.
Sherry's pass to Wisdom.
You know, I guess maybe high school is a little different, but never been a big fan of the fake punt. I mean, if you're going to go for it, I think you should just line up and go for it. You know, if it's some strange yardage or you're in some weird situation, I can understand that. But, you know, you're not that far off. Line up and go for it.
Well, Loretto, you saw him line up. Really only had 3 guys really rushing. Everybody else was kind of in a safety contained kind of situation. So here, let's see if Brown and that. Matt, I tell you what, they ran that play off tackle on the right side
all night.
A lot. And Timothy Brown with a lot of success, as well as number 19, Zach Klinke.
Yeah, it's been a great job blocking by that offensive line. And Brown and Klinke, a great 1-2 punch. Brown, very physical, big runner, hard runner, but still got a little speed. And Klinke, I mean, just he's quick, very fast.
Well, he is the last man right there in the carry. Klinke only what?
150.
150.
5'9", 150.
And positive yardage.
Yeah, and not just positive yardage, kind of dragged the pile a little bit there. I think it's 2nd and about 4.
So 2 big plays by the coaching staff of Summit. They went for the onside. It backfired on them, gave them the short field, and now the fake punt gives the Mustangs the short field again.
Special teams really where they're losing this battle right now. You know, we've had return kickoff. And just like you said, the failed onside, they gave the short field there before halftime, and Mustangs able to drive the field now. Come back. Oh, nice play there by 26. Cade Bassey, good tackle. And then come back and fake punt that goes awry. You know, you take a couple of those plays off and just run a normal set. Stay in your lanes on the kicking game, and it's a totally different ball game.
So 3rd and 2, the Summit cheerleaders trying to
get them fired up.
Yeah. And the toss to Klinke.
And you saw 11 crash inside. It just gave up the edge.
It's still going.
Wow, look at him.
And nobody is even on the cutback lane and finally brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a blitz by Sean Wisdom, but we've seen it all night tonight. Wisdom crashed inside. I'm not sure if he's just read something, did that on his own, or if that was a design play. But when he crashed inside, it just gave wide open that edge to Klinke. And with his speed and deceptive running ability and just how the way he can move laterally in open space, it's dangerous. Been a little undisciplined tonight defensively from the Spartans.
Yep. Well, after the shutout, and it's really not anything special. The old student body right, student body left kind of deal.
And when that's happening, you just got to stay in your lanes. You got to get that outside shoulder of that tackle or tight end. Get separation. Don't let them hook you. And they've not done a good job of that tonight. Like my hand movement there.
Yeah. You ready to go, man?
Yeah,
Bring
ready.
back
the
the old jersey back on.
Light it up.
So down to the 3 of the Mustangs looking to tack on another 6. And Klinke and Brown, the running backs of Loretto, have brought them down, and Klinke is going to run in.
Yeah, that may just
for
run
the
so
score.
hard for just a little guy. I'm very impressed with him tonight.
Number 19, Zach
And
Klinke
a
gets the carry.
big touchdown to open up the game, 35-14.
With 7:16 remaining.
Oh.
And that's just really deflating, Matt. If you're a
Yeah.
Spartan fan, you came out, you're going to have to receive the kickoff.
It seems like every time they go for something out of the ordinary, give the ball right back to them, and 7 points on the board.
Well, here's Green, the kick, and he's going to line it through.
Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Green bounced one off the upright earlier, but that one was true.
Well, your score was 7:16 in the third quarter here of our WCTV Game of the Week. Paul Brees, Matt Hill, 36-14. The Loretto Mustangs over the host Summit Spartans. And we are going to see
If you'd like it.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, you got it.
If you want a copy of tonight's game, check it out. 472-4032, $20 a copy. Hey, you can order through our website and check it out. Our social media, www.wc-tv.net. We have Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and that is exciting.
Tweet. And there's a lot of cool stuff on that Facebook, or on the YouTube and Facebook page. Not just our football games. You check it out. A lot of stuff from the fair. A lot of the happy things we got going on here in Williamson County.
You don't want to forget the
Board
board meetings.
meetings.
Those are huge.
Yeah, they should be a lot of fun.
I think but WCTV Twitter, I don't know who's in charge of it. Pick
Not
three?
me. Not me.
I don't know.
We'd need spell check if it was me, and it probably wouldn't work.
I don't even know what a hashtag is. So Green with the kick, and he's going to let it go through.
Hit it hard, baby.
And
Can't slow down there.
Yeah.
You got to meet that with some force.
Number 15, Chase Austin.
15, Chase
Fields the
Austin.
ball close to the 20-yard line.
The
Carries
return.
the ball out over the 30. He's tackled by number 20, Blake Earhart.
so now we got to see, Matt. Can we?
Got to respond.
Got to
right now.
respond if you're a Spartan fan.
Got to be all in. Lay it all on the line here. You're down 3 scores. A lot of time left, though. Hunter around the edge does a good job keeping it. Picks up 7 yards. And, you know, on first down, they've looked really good. A lot of positive pickups. But then they just kind of make a few mistakes or something else happens. They've just got to keep that momentum going.
Well, it looks like Kevin Cox, one of the O linemen, a little slow to get up. He's going to try to stay in the game already. You know, Summit still playing with no seniors, not a lot of depth. And I believe he is the center.
Yeah.
And they're going to run right behind him, and
oh,
there's
ball's
the
on the
ball's
ground.
ground.
Good job by Hunter.
Well,
Come up with that.
You know, Matt, positive play, first down, picked up 6, 7, and you fumble on second down. Now put yourself in about a 3rd and 4.
Just inside their own 40-yard line.
I'll take 3rd and 4 right there, though, instead of the turnover.
Well, absolutely.
But it looked like he was about to muscle in for that first down almost. Oh, nice pickup. Nice pickup. Nice pickup.
Loretto.
He's been all over the place tonight, both offensively and defensively.
No flags on the play, and it's
And that's going to be a
first down,
Spartan first down.
They needed that badly. 5:40 remaining, 41.
And
big hole.
Loretto.
Got to run through that. But still, again, first down, nice pickup. It just sets up so much for that offense, especially when you're running this. Even think, help me out here. When you're running the option, you're in a triple option. You know, you're running up the middle with the fake handoff, play action. You got to pick up yards on first down, or you're going to be in trouble. I do really want to see them though, play action on first down. You know, we've seen them done play action, but it's been on 3rd and long situations when it doesn't really work that well. I think you hit them off guard where you're popping them. Make something happen, stretch this field.
Well, there's Hunter in the handoff. And a nice tackle on the edge. Number 4, Corey Allen.
The Spartans have marched into Mustang territory. They're down 3.
It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Big 3rd down.
Hunter on the keep, and he is going to fight for it.
Close.
Going to be close.
Tried to bounce it outside. Not able to do it.
He gets a second surge. The spot just close to the 46-yard line appears a yard short. It's 4th down
And
1 for the Spartans.
4th and 1, big call, and Hunter has limped off. And you got to call timeout if you're a Spartan.
Yeah, I mean, you know, here right now you got to go for it, and you want your field general in good shape.
Well, he's back here against the.
I don't know if he's going to be in for this next play, so you better get it right for the young man that's going to be in there.
Support the Summit Cross Country Team Summit Night, Saturday, September 15th, 8-game Sportsplex in Franklin, 9 p.m. to midnight, $10 a person.
Still 3rd quarter.
You get unlimited ice skating, laser chase, and open gym.
3:55 in the 3rd quarter. Big timeout.
Big down coming up.
Yeah. You don't convert here.
Short field.
And it is going to be tough as the Mustangs have shown the firepower to get down there quick.
Yeah, without thinking twice about it. And, you know, you give them field here with a little over 50 yards. 4 minutes remaining. Go up by 4 scores before the 4th quarter. Not going to be pretty.
Hope to see you there.
So big play. We'll see who's going to take the snap. I
Hunter
believe
not
that's
in the game.
18. J.C. Dryden, the sophomore. And center quarterback exchange is going to be huge. Timing, he's got it off safe.
And that's the man to give it to right there.
Gommeljack.
That's a great name.
Big first down.
I did find the best football name, young man on my team. Hammers Justice.
Hammers Justice.
That's his real name too, not a nickname. Hammers Justice. That is like linebacker or fullback written all over it.
If you could rename your kids, that's what would it be?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, if you're in football. Yeah. Nice guy too.
Dryden, back at quarterback, as Hunter's still being dealt with, and De Loretto. Oh my! And a great block.
Great blocking on the edge.
And a fumble
around.
And
the Mustangs have it.
Unbelievable, Matt.
That's what happens when you go, 0-10 last year. Things like that just did not go your way.
De Loretto is down. Slow to get up.
Injuries piling up.
Well, Matt, still a lot of time here in the 3rd quarter. Next week is the Franklin Centennial matchup that the Centennial Cougars faithful coaching staff, players have been waiting on, as they think they have a shot, Matt, to break the streak. As
I'm agreeing with them.
well, the Cougars have been shut down, winless against.
Coach Jack Daniels is fixing to go to state.
Yeah.
If they're going to go to state, they got to beat Franklin next week.
And I'm trying to get on the horn with Coach Daniels just to see how Centennial's doing over there against Overton, but
we're being shot down, snubbed.
Yeah. And Loretto, good to see him get up. A big part of this Summit Spartan team.
Not just offensively, also defensively.
Yeah.
At the end of the play, the ball came loose. It was recovered by the Mustangs. The ball will be at their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10, Loretto.
So 1st and 10, Loretto. 3:21. A good play.
Number 19, Zach Blanky on a carry.
And 60.
He's tackled by number 60, Mark Hughes.
Mark Hughes not able to escape that time. That play was really blown up by Jacob Gobelcheck. Great penetration by the big man.
So 2nd and 11.
Jacob just a sophomore.
Well, gonna throw it. And a breakdown and and Rawson on the carry.
The quarterback takes the ball up just over the 35-yard line. He's hit by number 45, Hunter Hayes.
And he's going to pick up a nice gain. Going to bring it about 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 with 2:40. Still only in the 3rd.
A lot of time. Need a stop.
Yep. You're going to have a stop. There's the off tackle.
Oh. Right off the edge. It looked like they were going to get some good penetration upfield, but just didn't quite have the speed to get it. And that tight end couldn't quite see who it was able to hook the end. There was some penetration from the inside, but not from the edge.
Well, that's been kind of the go-to play for Loretto when they needed something to convert the first down.
Somebody right.
Yeah. Well, this Loretto team looks very impressive, and I'm just not sure if the East Hickman team was very good. Oh, and there is going to be a false start. On number 69 on the offensive line. Sounds familiar, Matt?
Yeah.
Your old number?
Long time ago.
Taylor Wilson. And
you've actually donned the 6'9" uniform. Look good.
Well, Jersey Day at school.
Look nice.
Provided us with your old game jerseys. You know what? I'm just glad Vanderbilt was nice enough just to let you have them. I'm surprised they didn't charge you for them.
Who said they let me have it?
Okay. And clogged up the middle.
Nice defensive stop. Speaking of Vanderbilt, they got one heck of a game coming up here on Thursday. Way to kick off the season. I'm pretty excited about it, though. I'm not saying that I'm not picking them to win, but I think it's going to be a closer game than the experts think. Closer than the experts think.
As a former letterman, they provide you the opportunity to go to the games?
It depends. That one probably not.
Presbyterian game, yeah. Plenty of tickets available.
Yeah, that's right.
South Carolina.
Oh, Citadel, come on, let's go.
Yeah. 2nd and 3, the counter, the inside counter.
Right back. Nice blocking downfield.
And that is Brown, I believe. Nope, check that, 27.
Number 23, Dalton Neese into the game. He finds a big hole off the right side.
Dalton Neese, I believe. No,
Cody
that's not
Fisher.
Right.
Cody Fisher.
Cody Fisher.
Yeah, I guess, Your name could have been anything to get through that hole. I mean,
Yeah.
you know that adage, my grandmother could have ran through that.
Yes.
I didn't know if that was
Pushed her
just
walker through that.
I didn't know what the
I don't know.
the saying is in Texas when you have a big
we
hole.
always say you could have run a train through it.
Okay, train. There's the old toss sweep. And
Well
a great
blocked.
block.
I mean, well blocked.
Yeah. You know, you normally we see guys out there pulling or leading the block. They seem to go to the same guy, but that time they did a nice job, each individually finding their one guy, and Klinke just picked the spot, and that's going to be another first down for the Mustangs.
Right there, you know, we've seen Klinke dance around a lot successfully. Generally, when you see a running back dancing around, he's not doing a whole lot of good. Right there, did a good job of just seeing, there's the hole, let me hit it, let me get what I can get. Running a lot of time off the clock here with this drive, which I'm sure is what they wanted to do.
Well, that last play right there may have ended the third quarter. But we got players slow to get up. You know, one thing we haven't seen tonight is the leg cramps like we saw last week in that first contest where both these teams have got their legs under them a little bit. The weather's a little bit cooler. And
it was kind of hot last weekend. One day in the last 5 weeks it's been hot. Huh? I think they got the best seat in the house right there.
Against the wall.
Not too interested in the game, I'm not.
Yeah. The old equipment truck or equipment barn. No telling what's in there. Well, into the third quarter here. Summit High School, it is Loretto 36, the Spartans 14. Paul Brees and Matt Hill. And bringing you the WCTV Game of the Week along with our crew. Tyler, Jacob, Ben, Houston, Ricky, and Creed. And I think that wraps us up. Hopefully I got them all right. It's, the new crew.
Doing a good job.
Still learning the names. That's not Ricky.
No.
But referee's done a fine job tonight.
Still, so far, game's not over.
12 minutes to play.
They can really stink it up in a short amount of time. So
give it up for, Creed, our director, fine job. He really put the trust in the weatherman. Didn't put the 10 up.
I was a little nervous.
Up here up top.
I was a little nervous.
And
I'm sensitive. Weather changes.
I do not like getting wet.
No.
Well, the Summit Spartans 1-0 on the season, a shutout win, and somehow Matt has thrown a 36 spot up here against their defense.
And it looked like, especially right before that onside kick, that they were really in this, but it just kind of the wheels have fallen off. Is that an expression they use here in Tennessee?
Absolutely.
Okay. A colloquialism. It's going to be a Wednesday's word of the week at Grassley Middle School.
There you go.
I don't know if I said that right, though.
Well, don't ask me to spell it. Start of the fourth, and the pass.
A little high.
And intended.
Number 16, Matt Rosson's pass to number 5, Devin Harris.
Harris gets just off the outstretched arms. And so 3rd and 5, or with 11:55 here in the fourth. And the counter, and finally the answer.
We've seen a lot tonight. Sean Wisdom come flying in, but most of the time that we've seen it happen, he's giving up contain. And right there, he makes a big play, though.
He guessed correctly. So 4th and 13. Would love to have a stop, knowing that Loretto not going to try to attempt a field goal. And Sean Wisdom, I believe he's the punter.
Wide
DN,
receiver.
Wide receiver. Let's see what.
He's going to get it again.
Backside the sack. Wisdom. And Sean Wisdom.
Well timed.
Has made a highlight reel the last 2 plays. Maybe
Play of the week.
our WCTV play of the week.
You have to check out our YouTube channel to find out.
Well, D. Hunter trots back in at quarterback. There was a moment in the last series, offensive series for the Spartans, where he got knocked out. And Dryden came in and relieved him. So we'll see what Hunter's got. He's going play action on first down.
On first down, I like it.
And that is underthrown, Matt.
Yeah, just a little bit. That might be why they haven't done it.
Wow. 24 for the Mustangs. Hunter Austell on the INT. Matt, you got to be happy, though, with the play call.
I am happy with the play call. I think they needed to do it earlier. You know, here, you're in the 4th quarter, you got to think you're going to throw the ball.
Yeah. Situation, you're down by 22?
Yeah.
Okay. But working on progressing on toward the season. Again, not a district opponent. And
Wisdom again.
Oh, my. He is starting to play some football out there.
Trying to get his defense fired up. 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12.
We'll find number 11 on the field.
And go
Last
the other
3
way.
plays, that's right. And that time, the defense rallied.
We got a helmet fly, and that was actually Wisdom's helmet.
Yep.
He got popped in the chin underneath.
And the high school rule is if your helmet comes off, you got to come out for 1 play,
Same now with college.
and the play automatically stops.
Yep. And if your head comes off, your helmet comes off, and you continue, you get a personal foul penalty called on you.
Well, and there is
It's
a
crazy to
flag.
3rd down, 14, flag on the play.
And I am pretty confident that may be unsportsmanlike, but we will see. I think Coach Kiesler did not like the no call on Wisdom.
Oh, that was definitely hands to the face.
And if that's the call, that's going to be a first down. And a huge penalty against the Spartans.
Just all excellent read. You know, not good as your Spartan fan. Nothing there. Bounces it back out. Picks up a nice first down. Only thing I'm sure his coach would wish he would have done was stay in bounds.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3. 9:45 here in the fourth quarter. Loretto 36, Summit 14, and a flag. And then neutral zone
Grossman on
infraction.
defense.
Unbelievable.
And that's going to be another first down for the Mustangs. Down to the 20. You know, things, you look back at that onside kick, that's where things kind of started to unravel. Got an opportunity to go in at halftime, down 1 score. And just from there, things just kind of fell apart. You gotta like though the fact that looking at this team, especially with how young they are, a lot of good players on this team. Even some of the guys that are making some mistakes, you can see they're hustling, they're flying around, they're trying to make something happen. I'm gonna hurt that person. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that is annoying.
Oh my! Oh, and that's gonna be another flag.
Oh wow!
A definite face mask, and that one may be of the 15-yard
variety.
I mean,
yep.
when you drag him down.
Yeah. Horse collar.
Yeah, personal foul.
Oh. Yeah. You know, we talk about lack of flags, and here they've started coming, but I think these have all been pretty legitimate that we've seen so far.
From the 22-yard line, it'll be half the distance to the goal.
Well,
It's going to take it down to the 11-yard line.
Loretto on the move again, and this is not via of any big-time plays, more of the Spartans' mistakes and penalties.
Face mask will result in a 2nd down and 1.
So 2nd and 1, and there's the counter again. And that's probably going to be the first down.
I think you're right. I think they got it.
Just off the outstretched arms of defensive end John Anderson.
Run goes down to the 8-yard line. It's good for a first down. It will be first down and goal. Mustangs the ball at the 8.
So 1st and goal from about the 8 as Loretto on the move again. And a lot of fresh faces in the backfield and the quarterback as well. Number 8, and he's gonna just tiptoe in.
Rumbling.
Number 8 is Ryan Ward. The backup quarterback snuck him in, and he first carry, he almost fumbles
Took it all
the
the
snap,
way, yeah.
and then takes it in from 8 yards. So the Loretto faithful over there gonna enjoy the ride home, it looks like.
Make that drive a little easier.
And that is
That's
gonna be
not
no good.
Yeah.
Nick Green.
Well, that miss makes it 42-14. 8:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
And last year's score, Matt, 42-18.
So we got to come up with 4 points somehow. I don't know how that's going to work. I think, though, Spartans definitely want to put some points on the board here in this last 8:25. They really have not looked bad offensively. They've just made a couple of errors that have stalled out their drives.
I'll tell you one thing that's been a creative addition to this Summit High School fan faithful is the horn. The vuvuzelas are a little different. They're more like a turkey call.
Yeah, it is. It sounds like a turkey call.
And no more. Where's the old cowbell and
the boat horn? That jerk. They took him out back and shot him.
So the Mustangs are going to kick off as Green is going to skim it through, and Philip Sherry picks it up. Got the ability to take it back, and he is met by a host of Mustangs.
Number 3, Philip Sherry picks up the ball and carries it up to the 30-yard line.
We got a feeling we might see a couple of new faces out here. Hunter was on the field, so glad to see that he's,
There's the old cowbell.
Yep.
I just mentioned it. Somebody's had it in their back pocket all night. We are going to see Dryden at quarterback. And looks like you talked about some new faces, offensively and defensively, for both teams. And the handoff. Gomeljack.
Good opportunity for some of these young men, because there's a lot of young guys on this team, and keeping that in mind.
0 freshmen for the Spartans, and so a lot of years.
A lot of sophomores.
Yeah.
A lot of sophomores.
And going to continue to keep building the program, as they are going to pick up some quality middle school kids from different parts of the county, but of course next door, Spring Station Middle School. They have some nice athletes over there. As middle school football is in full swing.
Yes, it is.
As well.
But other than a couple of play calls on special teams, I really am liking what I'm seeing here from this coaching staff. And I like the offense they're running. I think it's really an offense that they can run and be successful with a lot of different personalities. Like talk about these guys coming up from middle school. At least it's an offense that can be successful here in Williamson County.
So first down, Spartans, 6:51 left in the fourth quarter of our WCTV Game of the Week. Paul Brees and Matt Hill once again bringing you the action. And Dryden pulls it out. Nice read, picks up about 4. You can check out the game of the week every Saturday and Sunday.
All day Wednesday.
And I believe it is Wednesday as well. And a lot of other quality programming on WCTV as well. Check that out on our website, YouTube page, Facebook page, Twitter. Didn't know about.
I didn't know
I'm
about that either.
excited.
I'm going to have to hook that up.
I'm excited.
I don't have an account.
I don't either.
Might have to hook that up.
There's the throw and
A little high.
Oh my.
Man.
Intercepted, picked off, and it is going to be
No flag?
down from the back.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was about to say. Get a little chippy at the end there. You sound like 77.
And Dryden throws the interception, picked off by number 2, Matt.
Alex Kim on the tackle.
And that is Leo Green. And that return was taken down to about the 18-yard line, and he was horse-collared.
Yeah.
And
Alex Kim got a little vicious there on the closing. But if you saw number 77, Drew Merritt, he kind of got in his player's face and got him back out of the way. You gotta like that from Merritt, stepping up and taking control of that situation and ending it before another penalty could be called. .577 remaining here in the fourth quarter. I'll make sure we got everything set up.
Well, that's going to take it half the distance down to about just inside the 9-yard line, and we have a timeout. Summit.
Timeout on the play is called by Summit. After the penalty, the ball's going to be
Well, you have to see, Matt, what kind of
Mustangs will have
passing game you have, and giving John Dryden a shot to throw it.
I think you're right. Hunter is an excellent athlete. I mean, he's back there running around. He looks like a running back. Has the ability to throw the ball. We've seen some errant throws from him, and you got to test this passing game out sometimes.
Yeah. Well, the Loretto team that I saw a little bit of the game last week does not indicate or look like the team we're seeing tonight. And Loretto has had some issues in the past, being a 1-win, 2-win, 3-win team. Last year they picked up 5 wins, got to the playoffs, and it's going to be interesting. Being our first time to see Loretto, I may just start, figuring out, check when the scores come out on Friday, say, hey, see how Loretto's doing. But
they've looked good tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
there is a huge hole in that defense on the center right guard or left guard and left tackle. Somebody's going to stunt or move around here for a second.
On offense?
No, on defense. Like if you look out there, like very wide splits.
The old
it's like a little under bear or something. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I mean, look at that thing.
They could run the quarterback.
Yeah.
And that's where they go.
You got a lot of young guys in there, some guys that don't get a lot of playing time, and sometimes they don't get lined up quite right. You think, though, with that amount of time they had set up there, some of the coaching staff would have seen that and hopefully try to get them in the right position.
Well, they may have saw big Trenton Johnson.
And said, just give it to him.
Well, he's lined up at left tackle, and nobody was over him. And
they were all the way outside of him.
Yeah.
And there was a guy on basically shading to the weak side of the center.
Well, that time they do have bring down a guy on the guard. Maybe they were playing
Check that. He's playing tight end, brother.
Well, and there's a touchdown run by the Mustangs, and that is number 9. Self. And that is going to make it 48-14.
Jamison was lined up in tight end at that play right there.
And there is
I'm not sure we're going to see him go out for any passes. As a freshman, I actually played tight end on the varsity, believe it or not. Not one time did I even run a route. Not once.
Hey, if he misses his point after, no running clock. He's got to kick it and make it. So a Spartan player is down, and there have been a lot of snaps for some of these young men tonight, having to play both ways, and good to see number 60.
He's running off the field. Glad to see he's in good shape. Extra point pending here.
Mark Hughes.
Number 80, Nick Green on for the PAT.
Nick Green missed his last one.
And that wasn't pretty.
No. He's had 2 that have just shot right off. Not look good.
Well, Green misses it left.
The kick is no good. With 5:11 remaining in the fourth quarter, 48-14 Loretto. Just intended to note that all food items in the concession stand, like your hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken
Uh-oh.
and everything else is going to be half
All right.
off. So
Uh-oh.
if you
Half
want
off. That's
chicken,
not as good a deal as we had last week.
Last week was $1
Dollar.
for everything in concession stand.
Dollar make
Half
you holla.
off at Summit.
My question is, does that include the Kona ice truck?
I doubt it. We got to make sure that Cone Ice truck is still hasn't pulled out yet. Nope, still intact. Next week, Matt, Franklin Centennial. About as one-sided as you can get in the past 15 meetings. All Franklin. And both teams in action. Franklin at Hendersonville. Another tough Sumner County school. And Centennial playing very good quality opponent in Overton. And we'll see the outcome. Five minutes and 11 seconds. And Green squibs it through. And that's Hunter. And Matt,
Hunter returning. Hunter does a little bit of everything.
You
Jack
think
of all
with a
trades.
you think with a score though like this, you
He'd be on the sidelines.
yeah, but Philip Sherry
10, tackle made by number 2, Leo Green.
is trying to find Philip Sherry, the normal returner. Dryden. Well, back at quarterback. And he is drugged down for a loss of a couple.
Number 18, J.C. Dryden in at quarterback. He's tackled in the backfield by number 30, Logan Nunley. Play's going to go for a 3-yard loss. It'll bring
And
up
that is
second
going to
down,
bring up
13.
second and about 13. With 4:47 and counting. And the handoff. And a big hole.
Big hole. Nice blocking by that
Number 26, Cade
Spartan
Bassey.
offensive
Bassey.
line.
Gets the carry. Brings
Vassy
it
on the
to
carry.
31.
Bassey called his name a couple times tonight.
Jesse Estes.
It's a good job busting through there. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Play goes for 4 yards. It'll bring up
Estes
third
with the
down
tackle.
and 9.
Just under 4 minutes remaining.
There's the counter. And
Hard running.
yep, good run. It's going to be close.
Number 25, John Golubchak on the carry.
Golubchak.
Overcheck again.
Good strong run up to the 30.
Hard runner.
He's hit by number 9.
4th down and 3.
Going to go
Spartans
for it.
stay on the field.
Yeah. May as well. Nothing to lose. Try to gain a little confidence.
Yep.
Officially spotted
Make
at
some
the
good things
37
happen.
yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and 2.
Oh, and that's going to help
They're
them out.
Yep, going to get it the easy way.
Yeah, they'll take what they can get, I'd imagine.
Dead ball offsides called on the Mustangs. The 5-yard penalty will result in a first down. It'll be Summit's first down at their own 44-yard line.
And there's the handoff on first
Oh.
down and bottled up on the outside. Bessie had nowhere to go.
I believe that was Vassy. The clock going to continue to run here in the 4th quarter of our WCTV game of the week.
Under 3 minutes remaining now.
Number 26, Cade Bassey's got the carry.
And there's those lovely horns again.
There's the toss.
Outside. Nice.
Wow.
Nicely blocked. I'll run through that one. And that was a big block by, let's see, we got that number 33. Chris Carr on the outside. 6'2", 175 pounds. Not a big guy. I mean, tall. Excellent block on the edge.
First down. Clock's going to be wound by the referee.
Logan Trouthouse first down. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line of the Mustangs.
There. Handoff by 29.
It's Matt Strong.
Number 29, Matt Strong in the game. He gets the
Sophomore, 5'9", 160 pounds.
17, Jordan Pillen. Play's gonna
Nice
go
hard running by the young man. Not very big, but not easy to bring down.
inside the 30-yard line, so the carry's going to be 7 yards. It'll bring up second down and 3.
It's outside. Oh, well read. Good tackle there.
Number 28, Mitchell Murray gets the run. He's tackled by number 17, Jordan Pillen in the backfield. Play results.
Murray not able to get to the outside.
30-yard line. It'll bring up third down and 4.
Oh,
Nice pitch.
strong.
Oh, but
Nowhere to run.
nowhere. Drop for a big loss. It's going to bring up 4th and about 11.
Well, we're going to have just about 30 seconds. It's going to be 4th down and about 11. You know, this may be one of those things, just a couple of options. Keep it on the ground or throw it up top.
Let it rip.
Absolutely.
Sling it.
There's the rollout.
Catch it.
Toss.
Oh,
and he caught
he
it.
got it.
And
And
a
that's going to end the game. That's nice.
good play by Dryden. The game-ending touchdown catch to number 33, Chris Carr. That sounds like a receiver's name.
Yeah, and Chris had a nice block earlier we saw on that long run. And now comes back with a great catch and a better finish.
Yeah. Well, with 3 zeros on the clock, Matt, that is the end of the ball game here, our WCTV Game of the Week. And your final score, Loretto 48 and Summit High School 20. And we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, our crew and our whole staff. And next week, Franklin Centennial, be ready for a war. So for Paul Brees and Matt Hill and the whole gang at WCTV, thank you for joining us on our Game of the Week.